Hey, Mr. Getty. Alright, so this is Fidel and I's boat conclusion video. As you know, it was just Fidel and I as Daniel transferred out, so it's kind of ironic that we were the winning boat when we had least people, and the work was divvied upon us more heavy than the other groups.
For our model boat, we wanted to make it kind of thin in the beginning, just to decrease the weight as much as possible. But then we thought about how pressure is force over area, so we made our actual boat a little wider in terms of like scale from the smaller boat, which I think that really helped us because our boat was barely making it through the last race.
Another thing we did was, as you can see, compared to a lot of the other people's boats, we made our walls a lot shorter, because one of the most important things we noticed in the actual racing part, your boat can look cool and all, but the actual racing part of it, if you want to win, would be how close you are to the water and how efficient you can row. And we made our walls shorter so we could get as much water as possible and have the most powerful rows to push us faster.
Another thing we debated about was whether to have double-sided, as in the points on the end, or just one-sided. And we decided to go with double-sided because we were talking about what if we went with one side and we ended up accidentally turning around the opposite way. We'd have to spend extra time turning back to the correct way where we could go. But with a double-sided boat, we could turn around on accident but just keep going the opposite direction. We'd keep going in the direction we need to go, which did actually end up happening. Me and Christian kind of got disoriented, but we were able to get back on track because of our double-sided boat.
Yeah, and basically what we expected, the only thing we were worried about was the integrity of our boat, and how that we only had one layer of, one double-sided layer of cardboard on the bottom, and we were worried that it wouldn't hold us. And we noticed as we advanced to more races that the integrity of our boat started to kind of bend in some places, and the weight was starting to weaken it. And but the integrity of it actually came through, and yeah.
If we had two heavier riders than me and Christian, the boat probably would have broken down. But we really made it the correct strength to handle both of our weights while still being able to be light and go fast, which is one of the best parts of our boat. And we also decided to sit back to back in the boat instead of facing each other, kind of like rowing, because we put some of instead of leaning on the boat and further putting more stress on it, we kind of leaned on each other, which also with less cardboard, so we wouldn't have to build anything back there, but also took some of the pressure off of it.
Yeah, both of us sitting in the middle we figured, not only because of the back-to-back, but that both of our weights would be in the strongest part, because integrity was our main concern. And so both of us in the middle parts, which was the strongest part. And next, what happened? Our integrity came through. We knew we expected to be faster than most people, and we noticed a lot of other people's boats fell apart. But as long as ours stayed together, we were confident that we could have better rowing and beat other people.
The only thing that really went wrong or that we could have changed was, although we did make our walls shorter to be able to row better, but I think we should have made the walls a little taller at the ends of the boat, because that's where a lot of water started to come in, especially when the boat started to wave a little bit, and water came, in the third race especially, started to come over the tips a little bit and get down in there into our boat. So we probably would have, and especially since we don't row at the ends of the boat, we row in the middle, we probably should have made the walls taller at the different ends.
But yeah, other than that, we found ourselves to be very successful as we were the champions among all the classes. Thank you.